Is it a bit quiet, maybe? Oh yeah, I remember. I was fighting YouTube sound equalization a lot.
A deficiency.
Dude, look at the max HP on everyone. What the hell? Everybody looks so squishy. This is before the durability patch. That's so... Oh yeah, by the way, I'm sitting further away, that's why the camera looks like that, I guess. Yeah. I guess it would have been kind of dumb to have to set up the camera on the further place that I use it normally for when I use the controller, where I'm sitting basically right now at. But when I'm playing keyboard and mouse, I'm closer like there, like here, you know? I'm not gonna change that. How the hell is that? Yo. What items am I running on this fucking clip? I would be very curious to know. What the fuck? How in the fuck does that kill the channel on that clip?
I see.
That's kind of crazy.
Waiting to drop.
Notice the use of double kicks, by the way. I mean, this is not exactly like... It's not rocket science here, but... I used to favor using double powder kick combos on Gangplank a lot. And I still do, even nowadays. Simply because of the area that they cover. You know, you can hit front line and you can hit the back line with them at the same time. But the main issue, of course, that every Gangplank player is gonna, you know, crash into with that combo, or, you know, head into, is not placing the first powder kick correct or at the correct timing. It's a combination of both, but what I see every single Gangplank player always do wrong is they place the kicks at the wrong time. Every single one of them, even the other ones, like, best you can find online, they will place the first powder kick whenever they go for a combo in teamfights, always at the wrong time. It's usually always too early, and they are too eager to do something with a powder kick, so they waste, like, 2 kicks or a triple kick cooldown before a fight even has, like, you know, begun, really, you know? As in hopes of trying to, like, start something, when you should be able to see with your experience and how unrealistic it is very often that you can, you know, do something from something, you know? You have to have patience sometimes, or very frequently even. You see that in my gameplay always. That's what that was. Like, I knew that this Vayne was gonna get CC'd there. And she's the only range character here that can very easily hit my powder kick, you know? There's 2 melee characters on front, they can get very easily CC'd by the Alistar here. But the Vayne is the only other person who can hit my powder kick very easily. You know, the rest can't hit it so easily because his attack speed is bad. So, you know, the ADC is like your main threat in the late game fights, to hit your powder kick first. Or so it used to be anyway. Do I do a pentakill? Ah, that's a good one.
Someone's pushing for captain.
Dude.
That's making an example.
Wait. When did they remove the... Hold up now. When did they remove the movement speed from the Triforce when you hit a unit? I don't actually even... Like, that was so long time ago now. I genuinely, like... Was it the item rework? Did they do it in the item rework, or was it a bit before the item rework? I'm actually gonna go see that. It's been so long that I don't even remember anymore. The League of Legends wiki, this is the newer wiki. I hope it has the correct info. Hopefully. Pachista, what the fuck? Oh, I see. It's the newest, oldest order. Got it. When did they remove the movement speed on kills on it? Did they do it at the same time when they removed the crit? No, they did not. That's way too early. They did that in Season 6, actually. Has to be the item rework then, right? Where is it? I must have missed it somewhere here. Season 12, 13. It's already gone by that point. It must be the pre-season 11, right? Killing a unit grants... Oh, okay. Unique passive, Rage. Yeah, they removed it in the pre-season 11 patch. So, basically on the same patch when I made my last Gangplank montage, which is the third one. The one that I spent the longest amount of time editing. Which is also the best video that I have ever made. And it might in fact stay so for possibly a very long time. In context, this one only took me like 1 week of editing maybe. But that was like, you know, pretty much like sleepless work at that point. You know? All of these sound effects are just... They are very slow to edit.
You earned your grog there.
Yeah. You might notice that all of the sound effects in these clips, everything that Gangplank does, and all of his voice lines and all that, they are enhanced. That's because they are my own sound effects that I have placed in here. I downloaded every single Gangplank sound effect and voice line there is in the game. I still have the files on my PC for them. And I edited them to enhance the sound effects on the video for anything that Gangplank does.
I'll take
you know?
my time.
Even particularly the skins, you know? Like this skin on Gangplank, for example, it makes a different sound on the power kicks than any other Gangplank skin does, basically. And same goes for, you know, some other skins too. It was even that particular, you know? I have the folder separated by Gangplank skins, and the voice lines also by skins. It's, you know?
Triple kill!
It's a lot of effort.
Split them open! Take out that enemy! Which of you cowards wants to cook?
I think I killed the Caitlyn here, that's a pretty easy guess. Look at her health bar, by the way. She has like, what, less than 2k HP? What the fuck? Wait, what? By the way, this is season 10, I think. Season 10 Gangplank. This is back before you could very easily just, you know, there was no, like, collector. There was no... I don't think Lord Dominic's even gave crit at this point. Did it actually? No, I think it may have, actually. Quite a bit of damage for that. But yeah, that movement speed, man. Whenever I hit a power kick on somebody and I get the fucking 60 flat movement speed when I kill a unit, aka Gangplank power kick counts as a unit. That, it looks so correct on this character. Like... Beneath attack is so fucking bad. Look at the movement speed. Like, you can't do anything to that movement speed nowadays, you know? Like, I run approach velocity on Gangplank from, like, runes because of this reason, but, you know, it's only towards enemies that you slow, you know? Like, right here when I have killed this Lucian, and I get the kill movement speed from killing his health bar and exploding my power kick, I don't get that movement speed on the live server, because I'm not approaching a target that I'm slowing anymore, because the target is already dead, you know? So that movement speed there,
the fools just keep coming.
You can't have them. It just doesn't exist.
Took the coward's way out.
I will always keep complaining about that because Gangplank was always balanced around this flat movement speed being on his item that he always builds.
Fish in a barrel.
Yeah, see, that one part was not that good because there was the wall on the way and I knew that wall was on the way, so I had to very awkwardly approach Soraka on the silence distance, and I had to basically hope that the Soraka was not gonna react with her silence. Because if she was, oh boy. Not good. Okay. Bit of damage,
I'll
holy
be
crap.
needing more grog.
Damn. Oh yeah, from this section on, if I remember right, there's only Captain Gangplank clips from this point on. That's why the splash art in the middle.
Scurvy wretch!
Every clip will now have Captain Gangplank skin on it. From this point on until the final act.
I'll grant their death wish.
That is just... like... Do you see that fucking movement speed? Like... Oh, by the way. Here's a small detail. Remember, like, when I said that no other Gangplank player in the world uses boost power kicks when they go for combos? I'm literally the only one. Look at the bottom right there. Or, you know, at the bottom of the screen. There's the power kick on 1 HP. I hit it. I approach from Fog of War with the movement speed from the power kick. Now, this is no longer as effective as it used to be. But, like, when you kill a unit at this time, you get the Triforce, like, 60 flat movement speed bonus on top of getting the normal movement speed from it. So, like, this used to be even more cracked than it is nowadays when I do it, you know? Because I would just hit my own power kick on 1 HP, I get the extra movement speed from the Triforce. Look at the fucking... Gangplank went on his fast run animation, which he does when I have, like, 570 something movement speed. You know? Like, that is, like... Like, realistically, the Syndra's only counterplay here is to either stun me instantly when I'm just approaching, or hit this, outlast it the power kick. She otherwise cannot do anything about this, like, positioning-wise, you know? Because of how much movement speed I have here and how I played with the, you know, boost power kick from the Fog of War. And then I can just flash her combo also if, you know, she uses her E poorly. Or if it already was on cooldown from her using it on a minion wave. Which I think was maybe the case here on this clip, if I remember anything right here. Not very long time ago.
Time for an example.
That movement speed, I fucking miss it every day. Every day I play this character. Even here, like, I don't have your moves there, it's just Triforce. And Lucian dashed away from me, by the way. I was still almost able to get to his melee range. Max range, by the way, after a 1 part. I hate this clip because I always think back looking at it, I should have ulted the Sona. If I hit the Death's Daughter on the Sona here, it would have been better, much better clip than part of every time. See, like, that is an exemplary, like, great use of a 1-part combo right here. When you don't think you're gonna get engaged. Now, if the enemy team, like, right here was, like, you know, extremely bloodthirsty, the J4 seems to be higher level than me on this clip. Maybe he's extremely fed, very likely. But if I don't think that he's gonna go on me here, if I place a power kick extremely far away from, you know, the enemy's range characters that are sieging like this, only the Lucian realistically wants to try to outlast it this power kick. So the main idea there is not that nobody can outlast it the 1 part there, but, you know, it's to make it less likely by giving the enemy team's members, you know, less players chance to hit the power kick, you know, when you go for it.
Cut 'em like fish.
Completely negating, like, the, you know, counter possibility of just placing a 1-part combo in a position where nobody can hit it, but at the same time you can hit them is mostly unrealistic.
With purpose,
like,
boys.
vast majority of the time. However, making it less... Jesus fucking Christ. See, like, that's another thing also. Like, I'm so disgustingly good at spreading Gangplank's power damage. Also, that's another thing that almost no other Gangplank player does as well.
Bring the rain!
Using the exact right moment and placement for the power kick. To hit the right targets at the right exact time. Instead of wasting your damage output on someone that, you know, is very unlikely to die from, you know, if you progress with your damage output.
Oops, you let all their
That's the thing that A great knock. Literally every single other Gangplank player in the world does wrong. I haven't seen one that doesn't right yet. Besides me. Which is a massive shame. It's very disappointing. I think I have literally 6 items with maybe Bolt Soul in this clip, by the way. Like, if I crit here, it does disturbing damage. Or if I'm just geared by the Nocturne for the entire clip, that is. Now here I am not dead, by the way, I don't think. I think we're making a comeback on this one, that's why my damage is not rolling.
But I'm
well, easier to make a comeback when you do a pure kill, I guess. So Gangplank is not really a counter. Gangplank is not really a combat champion, let's be honest. Like, he's not reliable. It does not... It hardly ever matters if you're as good on this character mechanically as I am. It most of the time, it doesn't matter. It's usually, the win condition usually is, if my team is already even or doing good, I can, what's the word, I can speed up or increase the possibility of winning the game easier. But if my team is already, like, on a losing position, it's pretty unlikely that regardless of how well I play on Gangplank mechanically, that it makes a big enough difference usually. Regardless of how well I hit the power kicks and the timing, because most of the time the problem is not that, like, you know, the damage is not there, or, you know, my positioning is not there or something like that. It's that my teammates can't follow up, you know? Like, I can mechanically play as good as I can in most of these clips, but, you know, if I can't just outright delete somebody from full HP, a lot of the time the issue is that, you know, your teammates can't follow up regardless of how well, you know, you got damage on someone, you know? So it's a distance, kiting, positioning, and, you know, being behind, and, you know, your team being worse. All of these in combination with each other.
Fortune,
it's always very disappointing. Oh well, so it is for most other characters in the game that are no assassin characters, I suppose. Ah. And now we are the classic Gangplank.
He's a bad shot.
Every clip from this point on will be classic Gangplank, if I remember right.
Can't wear the crown till the king's dead, little girl.
But she's enough.
Neither the flames nor the depths could claim
I totally don't die to Olaf in here. Oh wait, I actually don't.
I'm far from done killing.
Yeah, he was a little weak. That would not happen in nowadays season with how bruisers are nowadays. I think we can be sure of that.
Bodies will choke the abyss.
I have lethal tempo here, but what the fuck? Oh yeah, I used to run lethal tempo on Gangplank for fun. It was more fun for the attack speed when you were fighting like bruisers or tanks with it. I was experimenting. It was very funny. I think this was also on one of the newer Smurf accounts, so the players that I'm versing are very shit when I was making these clips in particular. Explains the skin also, because I had not bought any skin from this account, so I was using the classic skin.
I lost my ship, but not my soul.
I think I was running a different build also, possibly. I think if I remember right, I was running something with Trinity Force, Death Stance, Infinity Edge into Lord Dominic, something like that.
Their tears will salt the ocean.
Something that maybe is slightly more durable if I went to melee attack someone, you know? Oh, that item still existed here. I'm critting every attack, by the way. What is this ammo? Oh dear god. Holy fuck. What? You know how insane that is, by the way? Not the fact that, you know, I land the one part here. Look at where Gangplank is hovering on this clip. I was stuck on a wall the entire time. And yet... Okay, here's the thing. This is also another thing that no other Gangplank player does. Or I haven't seen anyway. If Gangplank is nearby walls, I move Gangplank sideways, or more like... I give more clearance towards the wall by detaching Gangplank from the wall, like slightly before the one part. So that I can more easily predict precisely when Gangplank is on the max range of his Q when he goes for the combo. Which is something that I have also not seen any other Gangplank player do. They usually only just, you know, click Q on the power kick and just let Gangplank like auto path to the power kick, which is bad in many cases. You can fuck up the one part timing very easily if you do that. A mistake that, you know, worse Gangplank players do all the time. What the fuck? Yeah, that vein is... what the hell?
Hack their kidneys out.
Holy fuck. Dude, these crits look so much more meaner when everybody has less max HP. When everybody's more squishier with their health bar, they just look nicer, you know? Yeah, they are far more satisfactory to look at. Dude. I'm so fucking disgusting with this fucking character, by the way. I had to make sure on this clip that I aim the second powder kick at the very max range as close to the wall as possible here. So that the, you know, chain of the powder kicks is sure to connect regardless of, you know, weird terrain or anything like that.
Crying won't do any good. Line them up.
I don't know. Maybe if I do play, like, League this year, maybe this is all I should be doing. Maybe, like, I've noticed a long time ago that the only reason as to why I would really play this game is because there's characters or playstyles in the game particularly that I enjoy. Like, that is the main and only reason as to why I really play this game anyways. Like, if I cared about, like, climbing or, like, you know, win rates or, you know, that kind of thing mainly, I wouldn't even play Gangplank. I would just play something good, you know? Something that is more effective and more proficient at doing something in the game, because Gangplank is such an inconsistent character, you know? And it's not inconsistent only because of how his mechanics work themselves. He has really disgusting form of counterplay. Like, it's like, imagine you are playing something like a Seraph in the late game, and somebody just silences you sometimes when you press your Q and try to poke from range. That's essentially how it feels when you play Gangplank and somebody out-blast hits your power kick in a teamfight. You randomly just get silenced and nothing happens. Your ability just gets cancelled, you know? Like, it's just really disturbing counterplay, you know? But even if you, like, even if that does not happen, like, Gangplank's effectiveness is still, like, extremely questionable, you know?
I'm a fair and just man.
Even if that doesn't happen, you know?
More powder.
I think I might do a pentakill on this clip. This is very early on the game, actually. I'm level 40 here only. I doubt I have even more than, I don't know, maybe 2 items? I'm not critting here.
Triple kill! What a glorious mess!
Oh, this is definitely a pentakill, by the way.
Lucky number. Pentakill! Now that's how you send a message!
Do I do another pentakill here? Probably not, right? Surely not.
Triple kill!
Yeah, but do I? Oh yeah, this was an unofficial pentakill.
Pentakill.
Yeah, somebody spawned the enemy team, I think, or something.
About that one.
But that literally was just a pentakill. Another one.
There's only one way in Bilgewater. Mine.
What is this next one about then? Why is this in 50 fucking frame rate? What? How the fuck did I upload this? It says it's on 1080p 50. What? The fuck?
I'll burn it all down if I can't have it.
Oh. I can see that I already put more effort in the editing. These borders need to fucking go. The bitrate on those borders is not high enough. Unless I wanted to make this look like a painting, that is. Yeah, but like these. Yeah, these here. The bitrate on this transition isn't high enough.
Cannons will sing them to sleep. Mercy sank with my ship.
Quite atmospheric. Oh, by the way, these sound effects, they are from clips at a certain different parts of the game. Those were sound effects from the fights that happen in the mid lane and in the bot lane. And this is a sound effect that happens very, like, immediately after this clip with a Mordekaiser. That's the idea behind this. It's a prelude, essentially. Or a teaser, I guess we can say.
I refuse to fade.
That's one of Mordekaiser's ult lines, by the way. Yo, what is with the death animation? Why is it 15 FPS compared to anything else? That's not my editing, by the way. That's Leak's engine.
Right where I
It was like that when I was on the replay too.
Scurvy wretch. Filth.
I suppose that's another thing that I don't really see most of the Gangplank players do. One parting inwards for a double passive combo.
Cannons. Not today.
Why can I not see my kick health on that clip, by the way?
One slash,
bothersome.
ear to ear.
Is it like that the entire video?
Courage
When did that
is
change happen?
stronger than stone.
You haven't seen blood yet. Bathe them in iron.
Can't see the health on the kegs. What the hell? Is it the replay tool or something else?
Dash them against the rocks.
Did I turn like minion HP? Oh wait, I think it might be minion HP.
The depths are calm.
Ah, you know what? It could be actually that. Like, Gangplank's CORRECT are counted as minions by the game engine. So, I turn minion HP bars off so that you don't see them here on the clips, of course. So it turns off the health bar from the CORRECT as well. That's unfortunate. Something to think about.
Out with the tide. Too good an end for him. A reckoning approaches.
Let the storm follow in my
Okay,
wake.
that is kind of disgusting.
Yourself a pair.
Volibear's ult and Death Stolen on the same spot. Ouch.
I see corpses waiting to drop.
Oh, dude. I think I started to time also certain sound effects from the clips to the music also a lot more. So like the sound effect from like this part of the song, I queued it on a perfect timer with this ultimate caster. And then I started doing that a very significant amount in the last montage also. The very last one that I made. Practically every single clip.
I'm gonna hear your innards sizzle. Scum! The sea has no memory, but I do.
Ah, there's the boost bar kick again. That literally nobody else in the world does for some reason.
With sword and shot, I'll take my island back.
That is a bit too... Jesus Christ. Okay, I can see as to why I placed it there. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I can hit 4 people there if I risk somebody last hitting it. It's worth there. For only 2 power kicks as well. And I cannot do a double power kick chain there because I'm too far away. So I have to risk a 1 part instead. It's worth.
Don't get comfortable in my absence. Burn! Strike while the bell's hot.
They're basically the same thing. Did you see Jax's max health bar, by the way?
Line him up.
It looks so odd when everybody's so squishy with their max health bar. Fucking durability patch and scaling HP buffs.
Smart.
Base armor buffs, base armor buffs, scaling HP buffs. Then the durability patch itself.
Eat powder.
Hear that? Death's knocking.
Play to bone. That's the way.
Gangplank is really fucking bad against Raven, by the way.
Is littered with your ilk. I'll make sails.
Well, I mean, Raven is really bad at outlasting Gangplank power kicks because of how his blades work. But, you know, his E ability and his W ability are excellent at keeping Gangplank away from his basic attack range. So you can hardly ever go on basic attack at Raven's
ship. I'll take their lives.
So, what did I do here? Oh, more pieces. I think that's for the final teamfight that I showed on the very early part of the game when I was just doing the roundabout in the camera. Oh, this music choice is fucking phenomenal. What the hell?
Betray.
This is one of the best songs that I have chosen one of these, I think.
Paint the docks in their blood. Double kill. My heart is iron.
It's a pentakill.
Tides of
somebody stole it.
Herald my return.
Hang it, that should have been a penta.
Betrayal stings like salt on a wound. Killing's the only way to survive.
Damn, that fucking dude. This music choice, I outdid myself with that one. Wow. That's a fucking sublime soundtrack for this part of the video.
A slow death will be their reward. Teach them respect. Crying won't do any good.
Those voice lines, by the way, I edited, downloaded, and added them myself. They are not from the game only. Sometimes they are, and I enhance them, and sometimes I create them only myself. Depends on the game. That one. Pike doesn't say that in the game on that clip, but I added it because it fits literally perfect.
You have slain an enemy. Cut off their eyes.
Is not even slightly disturbing. Holy crap. What an excellent double power kick there. Penta?
Pentakill.
Swab their guts off the deck.
Is this the final clip? I don't looks like it.
Back what's mine.
No, the Baron was alive on that clip, I think, so this is something else. Oh, the Baron is just about coming up, I see.
Their bodies will choke the abyss.
I survived the set somehow because yeah, we're a bit dead.
My flesh will never burn.
Nice.
The docks may be ugly, but
they're
they're home.
Oh boy. And then we go from... Oh, see. 60 FPS this time. What the fuck? Oh, and now let's turn up the volume. This is the best video that I have ever made in my life. And it might actually continue being like that for a very long amount of time. As I will very likely, or I'm very unlikely to ever make a montage again of anything. Anything competitive, that is. Oh, that is fucking insane. Now, this I think I maybe rewatched, I don't know, a year ago maybe, last time. And it's just, holy crap, dude. You can see as to why it took me how fucking long again? Like, I think I was editing this for like 4 or 3 months or something. Fucking long. The last video, by the way, I edited for maybe 1 or 2 weeks maximum. And this one is, you know, 8 times the time.
There's only one way in Bilgewater.
This intro alone, the first minute of this video took me like half of that month. Or like, no, it took me like 1.5 months to get this down.
And a bad crew.
Just the composition of it was a fucking nightmare to get right.
In good time, the fire'll find ya. Combo!
The YouTube equalization is hitting on this clip quite hard.
Hoist the colors! To the depths with them!
Leave this land!
Eat pound!
Now there I tried to do a one part into a double passive, but I really wasn't on basic attack range. She has higher attack range than Gangplank, not even by a small amount either. Gangplank has 125, which is the version he can have, and Irelia has maybe 175 without passive stacks.
Nothing cuts dirtier than Bilgewater steel.
It's not even more, maybe even 100.
Last vessel you command is a coffin.
Everyone pays. You're a losing bet, Fate. Your ally found friends. Fish in a barrel.
Oh, crits. Wait, I have fucking Mura mana on this clip. What the hell? What am I doing? Hello, George.
That's the last of their crew.
Because it's New Year's Eve, I'm rewatching the montages that I have made. This is still the best video that I have ever made in my life with anything. And it will continue to be that way for probably a long amount of time.
No, this blade's got bite. I am as unsinkable as my ship.
At this point in Gangplank's history, he still had the movement speed on unit kills, by the way. On these clips you're right now watching.
Cutthroats, criminals, and thieves.
Triforce still had the 60 flat movement speed passive on it for unit kills. So we are still speedy on these clips.
Give me a sea dog over a saint any day. More death to go around.
Fuck that rune, by the way. That rune that gives like an AoE damage reduction. I fucking hate that thing.
Gut 'em like fish.
When bot laners started running it every single game, it hard counters Gangplank so bad.
The depths are calling. To the hilt. I'm far from done killing. Broadside! Double kill! Cut him from stem to stern.
If I remember right, this next clip
I
is
love
not easy.
watching them twitch.
Well, all of them are.
No one steals from me.
Questionable.
Heave to! Double kill! Quadra kill! Leave him with nothing
That
but
was
their
basically me just
fear.
running around to get the Cassiopeia and the Jinx with the Q and passive. So I can cut a portion of that.
Cannons will sing him to sleep. Bring the rain! Cruelty with purpose, boys! Brutality brings loyalty.
How do I get this part? Oh, that's all.
Haste!
Fed Chase? Yeah, he's fed.
A
I think I'm not
messy
even.
death
Yeah,
is
I'm
your
not even ahead in
first
this game.
warning.
Not even close. Actually, it leveled down on this Chase if he was the top lane this
A
game.
scared man is a loyal man. Fight like a man, or
Double.
die like a dog.
Oh boy, oh. This is possibly my favorite clips in this entire video, or clip, because of the sound effects alone.
Or die like a dog.
The sound effects syncs with the music so fucking perfectly on this clip, I could not do it as well anywhere else because of the clips themselves. Listen. All of those, the passive, the Q, the powder kick, it syncs with the music perfectly.
Face me, swab! Tongueless men can't talk back.
Oh, and by the way, every single time when there's a transition of a scene, when the camera angle changes in this video, every single time there's a percussion in the soundtrack of the video. You can notice it if you pay attention to it.
Shore that's going ashore.
Every single time. There's not a single camera swap on this video that happens at a runtime time.
Blade in the gut solves most problems. I'll carve my name into their bones. Strike while the bell's hot. A truce? I'll stop shooting when you
This is
die.
lovely. But oh boy, dude. This fucking last part of the video, I used every single trick that I possibly can think of on this last one to make it as good as it can possibly be. And holy fuck does this fucking last one look
Tides
good.
of dead will herald my return.
Holy crap. The third act on this video is fucking sublime.
The sea has no memory. but I do. Scum!
Oh yeah, the pre-season 11 items also hurdle, as you can see.
I rarely forget.
Oh yeah, it's
and
pre-season
never
items from this point on,
forgive.
besides as, you know, highlighted it on the transition. Terrapin was a new champion also in pre-season 11, so that's why there's Terrapin almost in every clip, because everybody picked it in fucking TV. Oh yeah, and every
Not
single one of
today.
these clips is on more than 100 pings
Flames
from
are
this point on.
calling.
So yeah.
Filth! More powder! 3 in a row!
Oh boy.
3 in a row!
There is only one slow-mo clip in this entire video that looks better than this one on the Kha'Zix. And that comes later. But this one, the slow-mo on this one looks so fucking good. That is just
You
fucking
haven't
excellent.
seen blood yet. A slow death will be their reward. I'm far from done killing.
I think I do a pentakill here, don't I?
Double kill! Do I look like a patient?
Yeah, I think this is a pentakill. We chase a Fiora here at the end. We just look at my Leona and got CC. Funny.
My flesh will never burn.
Oh god, that fucking sound editing is so fucking amazing.
Hang them from the slaughter docks. Paint the dogs in their blood.
This next part coming up is the one where I think the best slow-mo in this entire video is. Oh yeah, it's this one coming up with the Aurelian Soul. Just look at this one.
All cannons.
I fucking outdid myself so hard on this. That one. That with the fucking soundtrack at the same time.
Blood begets
Dear goodness.
blood. Killing's the
Pro is
only
one.
way to survive.
Oh, that's no longer in the game. Disgusting late game clip.
I'm back at the helm.
This video is so seamless, it's so insane.
Tea for all.
Like, in comparison to the first two, like, this one is just a pleasure to watch every time. It's so fucking seamless and so smooth, you know?
Don't get comfortable in my absence.
Damn, it's so good, it just makes you feel bad when it's over.